Today's episode is brought to you by Kangaroo. Kangaroo was created to ensure that everyone has access to home security. Every product Kangaroo makes starts with 3 questions. Is it simple? Can it be produced at a price that everyone can afford? And is it secure? With Kangaroo, you never pay for unnecessary bells and whistles, and you know that your data is going to be secure. The front door security kit is a simple setup with no tools or tech geeks required. If you have Wi-Fi and a smartphone, you can use Kangaroo. Go to heykangaroo.com to learn more and start keeping your home safe today. And be sure to use the code RINGDONG for 20% off any Kangaroo complete subscription order.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Live from the Red Dragons radio studios in lovely Tucson, Arizona, this is Am I on the Air? And now, please welcome your host, Don Mega. All right. Yes, thank you. What is going down, everybody? Welcome to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios, and I am so happy you are here. It is a Monday. It's August 3rd. That's right. We are in August. It is summertime. It is hot as hell outside because I'm in Arizona, and it's just so damn hot all the time. It's still like 100 degrees outside, and I'm recording this thing at like 11 o'clock at night. But anyway, it's season 20, episode 30. Oh my God, 30 episodes into season 20. We got to be approaching that season finale coming up here pretty soon in the next couple weeks. Tonight's show is titled Hit and Run. So I welcome you, everybody. This is your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news, movies, reviews, television shows. We get you caught up with everything going on in the world to keep you in the know. So, from a plug standpoint, once again, did a couple cool videos over the last couple days. Number one, we did a new episode of a show about trivia that you can find on YouTube, and we've tweeted out some of the links to it. Pretty cool opportunity there. This time, I'm undefeated. I've been on the show twice, and I've won both my matches back to back. But this time, it wasn't about me. It was about my boy Friggins actually taking on my brother Jordan. And it was a really cool match, and I got to be the host. So I was very excited about that, to get to basically referee this match between my two buds. And it was a ton of fun, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And then we also, me and my brother, we put up an episode just talking about wrestling. That's right, talking about the world of WWE, AEW, and some other stuff in between. Basically the week in professional wrestling. So real cool episode there. Also available on the same YouTube channel as a show about trivia. So keep an eye out for those links. Go back. You can hit me up for a link, and I'd be happy to send it to you. But that was a ton of fun, talking wrestling with him and hosting the latest show about trivia. But that's my plugs. At this point, we're getting back to business over here. So no new movies over the weekend. I did not get a chance to see anything new anything fresh to really sit and talk to you guys about. I did watch some older stuff. We watched Endgame again for the millionth time about a week ago. And then actually the other day it was Spider-Man Day, and I had no idea. And my daughter said she wanted to watch Far From Home. So we watched Spider-Man Far From Home, and then I found out after we watched the movie that it was Spider-Man Day. So, it was almost like the Spidey fate of the gods came down and said, you should watch Spider-Man tonight. And then we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. So it's been a nice little superhero weekend, man. My daughter's been, it's funny because my daughter saw all these movies in the theater, but, she was a lot younger at the time, and now she's, 6 going on 7 in the next couple months, and she doesn't remember watching a lot of these Marvel movies. So when we're watching them, she's like, what's happening? And I don't remember this and I don't remember that. So it's kind of refreshing, and it's cool to see her really get into it now as she's a little bit older. So nothing new, just a lot of old movies catching up. But, that's where we turn our attention to television, because there's a lot going on the television side of things. I've been binging a bunch of little one-off kind of things on Quibi. And then, last week's episode, I told you I was binging Brave New World. And I was a couple episodes in, and I was really digging it. Well, I finished it. So it's 9 episodes deep. It is on the Peacock streaming app. And it's really good, man. I really enjoyed Brave New World. I hope it gets picked up for a second season. I'd be curious to see where it goes. This show has a ton of twists and turns. It definitely leaves off on kind of a cliffhanger-y kind of ending. But yeah, I mean, if you have access to Peacock or you have access to shows in a different way, I highly suggest you take a look at Brave New World, man. I mean, definitely, especially if you're a fan of Westworld, I think you'll really like this show. So once Brave New World finished, then it was time. It was time to find something new to jump into and start binging. And me and my wife made the decision to jump into Dead to Me. This is the Netflix show with Christina Applegate and Linda Cardellini. I've had a couple friends watch this and really like it, and I've had it on my queue since the day it came out. And that was when season 1 came out, and there's 2 seasons already available with a 3rd on the way. So I'm a little behind. So I know that this review might seem old to some people, but you know what? It's fresh to me. And so I just started Dead to Me last night. And I really, really like this show. I really, really do. All the characters in this show are super likable. I love the families. I love the dynamic between Christina Applegate and Linda. Their chemistry is outstanding. Christina Applegate is just next level in this show. Basically, this is a hard show to really describe without giving away any spoilers, so I'm going to do my best. Christina Applegate's husband has been killed in a hit-and-run accident, hence why tonight's show is titled Hit and Run. I needed a title. So he's killed in a hit-and-run, and she's going to a support group, and she meets Linda Cardellini in the support group, who has also lost her husband, and they become friends. But sometimes not everything is what it seems. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lots of twists and turns in this show, and I'm only halfway through the season. So I started it last night, and I'm already on episode 7. So that's how much I like it, that we're binging it that fast. Me and my wife both love this show, and I can't wait to see where it goes, and I can't wait to jump into season 2 and then see where season 3 takes us. So I'm super excited about it. I'll definitely have the show probably finished by tomorrow night. And I definitely recommend to check it out. And now I know why it's getting some Emmy love, because they're just so damn good in it. So definitely check out Dead to Me. Really, really great show on Netflix. Okay? So with that being said, let's just get right into the news of the last week, okay? Starting off, we got Netflix doing another movie, this time with Millie Bobby Brown. They got a great relationship with her. She, of course, plays Eleven on Stranger Things. Millie Bobby Brown, along with Jason Bateman, they're going to team up for The Girls I've Been. That's right. It's an adaptation of the best-selling book. So very, very cool there, coming to Netflix. Universal and AMC announced an agreement for exhibition of Universal films. So this has been a big, big topic of the last week, as a lot of people have been freaking out about it. I've seen a lot of people say this is the death of the cinema, this deal right here. But basically, let me kind of just sum it up in a nutshell. Universal Pictures has signed a deal with AMC Theaters that basically says they're going to give the theaters the first 3 weekends to play in a theater. Then the movie will go straight to premium VOD, which not only does AMC get a cut of when the movie's in the theater, but if it goes to premium VOD, AMC has its own VOD platform as well, and that would get obviously a cut of it there as well. As you know, premium VOD is when the movie's like $20 and you rent it for 24 to 48 hours and you go from there. So I don't know where I fall on the topic of this, because to me, I kind of understand it with where society is at today, with the way that the world is moving, with how fast paced the world is moving. To give exclusivity to the theater for the first 3 weekends makes sense to me. I mean, the first 3 weekends is where primarily most movies make all their money. It really, really is. By the 4th weekend, a movie usually drops pretty damn hard. So they're giving the theaters still the first 3 weeks, the primary time. And then it's going to go to premium VOD. So for those people with kids and babies and just, work schedules, I mean, it gives them a chance to rent the movie, for people that don't want to go out and don't want to face the theaters. So I kind of get it, and I can get to the other side where theaters are scared about this and they feel like this could be the end. Who knows? This is one studio working with one theater chain. So we'll have to see if this expands. We'll have to see if other studios jump on board to this. But as of right now, this is what the agreement states. When it kicks in, I'm not quite sure. I think they're still ironing out the details, but that's kind of where we're at right now with it. Train to Busan Peninsula. This is the sequel to Train to Busan. It was already getting a U.S. release date, and now it's being pushed back once again because, every movie is getting pushed back. So the release date to Train to Busan has shifted back, unfortunately. Terry Gilliam was making a lost Stanley Kubrick film before, quarantine lockdown happened. Watchmen leads all programs with 26 Primetime Emmy nominations. So congratulations there, man. The 72nd Annual Emmy Awards is coming, and I can't believe how many damn awards Watchmen is being nominated for. Great show, man. Definitely well deserved. I loved Watchmen. But man, shocking to me. I didn't think that it would just kind of sweep up like this. Definitely check out our social media if you want to see the full breakdown of all the Emmy nominations. Lots of good stuff out there. And, it gives you some stuff to think about when you're looking at stuff to binge and stuff to watch. Just look at the Emmy nominations. It should point you in the right direction. Don't forget twitter.com/amiontheair and facebook.com/amiontheair to check out all the good social media news goodness. We got all the August 2020 free games coming for the PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold. Hasbro still looking to possibly bump Snake Eyes to 2021. No official word yet still, but man, there's a lot of rumors still. Chucky TV series is going to be uncensored. That's right. It will drop all the F-bombs in every episode. So get ready, man. Everyone's favorite killer doll is going to have all his language intact, even though he's coming to television. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune are set to resume production with their new precautions in place for it. We got HBO Max's new release for August, so you can see everything coming to HBO Max in August. Lucy Hale will lead the cast of a new survival thriller called Borrego, which will be starring alongside the Good Doctor actor Nick Gonzalez. Congratulations to Quibi, by the way, who, out of all the streaming services, had a nice little nod here in the Emmys. They had several shows nominated for Emmy Awards. They kind of swept up the short form category, which is awesome. And by the way, the new version of The Fugitive drops on Quibi this week, and I'm excited to jump into that.
I'm also going to check out Free Ray Sean as well, which that's one of the ones that was nominated for the Emmy. I somehow missed this one on Quibi, and I watched the trailer the other night, and it looks really, really good, so I can't wait to jump into that. Even The Mandalorian getting some Emmy love. That's right, 15 Emmy nominations for The Mandalorian, including Outstanding Drama Series and Visual Effects, so that is very, very cool. Tiger King, also nominated for 6 Emmys on Tuesday, including Outstanding Documentary. Taika Waititi has revealed that he's almost finished writing the script for Thor: Love and Thunder, saying that it's, quote, insane and romantic. So very, very cool. Ghost in the Shell 25th Anniversary 4K Blu-ray is coming in September. Netflix has acquired the streaming rights to 7 classic black sitcoms. This is a big deal, man. I saw Twitter losing their mind over this acquisition the other day. So check it out. You ready? The following classic shows are coming to Netflix. Moesha on August 1st. The Game Season 1 through 3 on August 15th. Sister Sister on September 1st. Girlfriends on September 11th. The Parkers on October 1st. Half and Half on October 15th. And One on One coming October 15th as well. So big time, lots of new shows coming to Netflix, classic shows that people have been waiting for, and that is pretty damn cool. We found out, there's a new Avengers video game coming out, and now we're starting to find out about the post-launch DLC, and the first character that was announced was Hawkeye. So very cool there to see the addition of him. Kind of makes sense as an Avengers game with no Hawkeye. And then just breaking news today, we found out that Spider-Man is going to be an exclusive DLC character as well. But guess what? He's only going to be exclusive and available on the PS4. It's a PlayStation exclusive, so PS4 and 5 will get Spider-Man. Sorry, Xbox lovers. It's all about the PlayStation. So there you go. Hawkeye and Spider-Man coming to the Avengers game. Russell Crowe's Unhinged movie looks to get a new release date, and they're looking to land it in September. Scotty and the Secret History of Hollywood. Seth Rogen and his producer partner Evan Goldberg are set to write the script for the movie, and yeah, that sounds like an interesting one. Scotty and the Secret History of Hollywood, coming from Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. ABC has picked up a new thriller drama from Jennifer Johnson and Glenn Porter. It's called The Women. Jordan Peele and Issa Rae are set to produce a new show for Universal Pictures called Sinkhole. So that might be pretty interesting. 2 very smart people collaborating on that. Jonathan Levine is set to direct Hulu's limited series 9 Perfect Strangers. This is one that's moving along pretty well in pre-production. Stanley Tucci joins Alejandro Amenabar's limited series La Fortuna. Disney Plus acquires the adaptation of Black Beauty from Constantine Films. That's right. This was supposed to hit theaters, and Disney Plus acquired it, swooped it up. We have the trailer for Batman Death in the Family, and what's really cool about this trailer is you find out it's a choose-your-own-adventure. So as the movie's going on, you get to pick what happens and kind of follow the journey. So definitely some replay value going on in Death in the Family. You can choose if Robin lives or dies. Josh Boone talks about how X-Men Apocalypse's failure changed the New Mutants. This is a really interesting article. I mean, they talk about how in the early draft, it was supposed to take place in the 80s because it was going to take place right after Apocalypse. And Professor X and Storm, they were going to be in the movie. And then when Apocalypse bombed, they just rewrote it and they wrote out all the other people and just made it a standalone movie. So very, very interesting stuff, man, how Hollywood works sometimes. So IMAX employees got to see an early screening of Christopher Nolan's Tenet, and everybody's raving that it is a wonderful movie. So this seems to be rave reviews from the IMAX employees, so no shocker there. Giancarlo Esposito says that we'll explore the past of Moff Gideon and the Darksaber in The Mandalorian Season 2. We have your first look at Sarah Paulson in the Cuckoo's Nest prequel series called Ratched. Regal Cinemas says they're going to reopen in August, so we'll see if that ends up going through. CBS All Access is getting an infusion of new programming as it preps for a rebrand in 2021. I checked out my CBS All Access a couple days ago, and they are correct. This now has stuff from Comedy Central. It's got stuff from MTV, BET. There's a ton of new stuff on CBS All Access. I'm super excited, especially on the Comedy Central part, because they got all the seasons of Reno 911. They got all of the Chappelle Show. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to binge, and it's pretty damn cool. So check out CBS All Access. Tenet has been approved for a theatrical release in China, although no date has been issued yet. Tyler Perry talks Camp Quarantine and the challenges of filming during this pandemic. So he talks about that production. So pretty interesting article there. I always like hearing about the backstage stuff. Showtime has greenlit a second season of Vice over on Showtime. Scooter Braun and Channing Tatum are set to produce a Lady Macbeth musical over at Amazon. We have the trailer for Honest Thief with Liam Neeson, and I gotta tell you, as much as I love the Liam Neesons, Honest Thief, if you watch this trailer and you just watch it and you don't know it's called something different, you would think this is Taken 4. 100%. This is Taken 4. I think this was a script that was written at one point for Taken 4, and then they were like, no, I think we took it to the well too many times. Let's change up the name. I got it. I got an idea. Let's call it Honest Thief. All right, cool. Just as long as you make sure he's got a certain set of skills. Because that's exactly what this shit is, man. You got to watch this trailer just to know what I'm talking about. But I love Liam Neeson, and I'll still watch this movie. But check out the trailer for Honest Thief. Amazon has acquired Regina King's directorial debut, One Night in Miami. CBS All Access has also added stuff from Nickelodeon as well, so you can check that out. John Wick's Derek Kolstad is developing a Splinter Cell anime over at Netflix that's supposed to be adult style, so I love that. HBO Asia sets a U.S. premiere date for the anthology drama called Invisible Stories, so that's going to be coming to HBO here in the States. Teenage Bounty Hunters, that's right, we got the trailer for that. That's the new Netflix comedy series. I watched the trailer to it, and I think it looks actually pretty good, so I'll probably check that one out. Kevin Smith says he's going to be working on a Green Hornet animated series. That's right, in the works, in development from Kevin Smith, so that is pretty awesome. I'll be down to see that. Black Widow will have 30 minutes of IMAX footage, so there you go. Marvel Studios filmed 30 minutes of their upcoming prequel Black Widow in IMAX format, so you'll get it in that if we ever get to see the Black Widow movie. Pixar announces this new Italy set animated film for 2021 called Luca. Ron Howard confirms that Lucasfilm isn't developing a Solo sequel, so there you go. Hate to be the party pooper on that one, but hey, maybe we'll get something on Disney+. SpongeBob spinoff Camp Coral is moving to CBS All Access, so congratulations there on that. Detective Pikachu's Rob Letterman is set to helm Beyond Good and Evil. Beauty and the Beast prequel series is still in development with Luke Evans, so they're looking to move forward on that here pretty soon. Lego unveils a new Lego art line, and they got some Iron Man art that you can do. I was down to buy this, and then I saw you got to put it together yourself, and I was like, I'm out. Let's see here. Jason Bateman is also in talks for Netflix's new film Here Comes the Flood. Craig Robinson is set to lead a new Peacock comedy from the Brooklyn Nine-Nine showrunners. I'm very excited about this news. I love Craig Robinson. I saw that this was from the Brooklyn Nine-Nine showrunners, and I was hoping he was going to get a Doug Judy spinoff, the Cadillac Bandit spinoff, but unfortunately it's not, something different. But hey, with the Brooklyn Nine-Nine team and Craig Robinson and on Peacock, I'm totally down for this. Super, super excited. Courtney Cox is returning for the new Scream that they're putting together. That's right, Scream 5 is in development, and Courtney Cox is the latest to be returning. I think we mentioned David Arquette a couple weeks ago, and we know Neve Campbell's in negotiations, so very cool to see what they end up doing from there. The show Money Heist is returning for a 5th and final season over on Netflix. We got a new Mutants synopsis confirming Magik's X-Men link. That's right. We were wondering, are they going to say who she's related to? But now we find out that it is. So the film is still rated PG-13, and it's still set to hit theaters at the end of the month on August 28th. The synopsis goes a little something like this. In this terrifying action-fueled film based on the Marvel Comics series, 5 young people who demonstrate special powers are brought to a secret institution to undergo treatments they are told will cure them of the dangers of their powers. Included are Danielle Moonstar, aka Mirage, who creates illusions from other people's fears; Ron Sinclair, who transforms into the werewolf Wolfsbane; Sam Guthrie, who as Cannonball can fly at jet speeds protected by a force field; Roberto de la Costa, aka Sunspot, who absorbs and channels solar power; and Ileana Rasputin, aka Magik, the younger sister of Colossus. Magik becomes encased in armor at will and wields a soul sword that amplifies her multiple superhuman and psychic abilities. Invited by Dr. Cecilia Reyes to share their stories about when their powers first manifested, the 5 patients come to understand that they are in a class of people called mutants, who have historically been marginalized and feared. As they relive their origin stories, their memories seem to turn into terrifying realities. Soon they question what is real and what isn't, and it becomes clear that the institution isn't what it seems. Now the question is, why are they being held captive, and who is trying to destroy them? So there you go. That is the new synopsis for the New Mutants, and I just like that they said she's the younger sister of Colossus. That means a lot to me. The Last of Us producer says that the new HBO series will expand on the game's story, so you're going to get a lot more, which is awesome. Once on this island, Disney Plus is adapting the Broadway musical into a film. Jean-Claude Van Damme is going to be leading his own Netflix film called The Last Mercenary. I am on board for that. JCVD in the house. Misbehavior. That's right, we got the trailer for Misbehavior starring Keira Knightley and Gugu Mbatha Raw. So great casting here, so you can check that out. Amy Adams is set to star in Annapurna's new dark comedy film called Night Bitch. That's right, they listed it. I didn't make that up. Night Bitch. Chris Rock leads the future in a new Fargo Season 4 trailer, so check that out. Lionsgate has officially removed Janelle Monáe's Antebellum from the release schedule, so no release date at this point. Michael Shannon is set to join Hulu's 9 Perfect Strangers, so great addition there. Nicolas Cage, this is just fun news. Nicolas Cage almost played Will Ferrell's part in Wedding Crashers. How cool would that have been? Why wasn't I in this movie? Ron Howard says that the Willow Disney Plus series remains in active development. Universal Pictures has committed $200 million to Tom Cruise and Doug Liman's space movie that they want to do. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty damn awesome. There's going to be a COVID-19 lockdown anthology film that will feature an all-star cast called Within. So yeah, I mean, it's going to have Don Cheadle, it's going to have Julianne Moore, and a bunch of other people that they're putting together for it. An all-star cast of celebrities for this. We have the trailer for Kajillionaire. That's right, with Evan Rachel Wood. Let's see here. Fox officially sets the premiere dates for Filthy Rich and LA's Finest. And you can check out the trailers right now as well. They're supposed to debut in September on Fox. Naya Rivera is set to appear on Netflix's Sugar Rush in an episode dedicated to the late actress. The MTV VMAs, Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga lead the 2020 nominations, and you can check out the full list on our social media. Damon Wayans Jr. is set to star in Peacock's new Bounty Hunter action comedy, which is being executive produced from the Happy Endings creator. So very cool. This is just like the Craig Robinson one. I love Damon Wayans Jr. and I'm like, hey, Damon Wayans Jr., Peacock, a comedy, an action comedy, bounty hunters, from the executive producer of Happy Endings. Sounds like a win-win-win combination to me. America's Got Talent confirms 44 acts moving forward to the season 15 live shows. HBO released the trailer for The Vow, which lifts the curtain on the Nixivum sex cult. That's right, the documentary series The Vow debuts in August. Let's see here. Beyonce released her Black is King visual album, which is on Disney Plus, so you can check that out right now. We got everything new coming to Apple TV Plus, including the Jason Sudeikis Ted Lasso sitcom, which I can't wait to watch. It looks really damn funny. Everything new coming to Amazon in August. Everything new coming to Netflix in August. Showtime will debut the 4-hour miniseries The Comey Rule on September 27th, about 6 weeks before the presidential election, so get ready for that. Netflix is going to be doing a prequel series to The Witcher. That's right, it's going to be called Blood Origin, and it'll be set in an elven world 1,200 years before the world of The Witcher. So that'll be coming to Netflix as well. So very, very cool. In some sad news, Wilford Brimley passed away. That's right, actor was 85 years old. He was in Cocoon, he was in The Natural, he did all the diabetes commercials. Wilford Brimley, one of those actors that was like 100 years old when I was 10, and now I'm in my 40s, and he's still 85 years old. But, you know, he lived an amazing life, man. What an actor. I always loved when he popped up. He was just that gruff old man in everything he did, and he just always lended a real nice gravitas to every project. So, you know, condolences to family, friends, but a great, great man there. Okay, we got everything coming to Peacock in August, so check that out, and everything coming to Hulu in August. So there you go, all your streaming platforms, you know everything that's coming and going. Congratulations to Dolittle, which is topping China's box office for the second week after their cinemas have continued to reopen. So good on Dolittle, making some impact in China. We got an article up with every video game movie in development, from Mortal Kombat to Uncharted and everything in between. Check it out so you know if anything, what's being made that you might be interested in. Congratulations to my man, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's right, The Rock this morning in breaking news acquired the XFL. The Rock now owns the XFL. That's right. So congratulations to him, man. I mean, this was very unexpected. I know when I first saw the news, I was like, okay, somebody's fucking around. And no, it's legit. Him and his team swooped in and they acquired the XFL when it was in auction. And it was sold pretty damn cheap. So he just bought it up, and you know what? This is what The Rock said on Twitter. He said, with my trailblazing partner, Danny Garcia and Redbird Capital, we have acquired the XFL. With gratitude and passion, I built a career with my own two hands and will apply these calluses to our XFL 2020 brand. Excited to create something special for the fans. Hashtag XFL, hashtag full circle. And that is from the owner of the XFL, Dwayne Johnson. So congratulations once again to The Rock. Massive pickup there from him. Alright, so a movie that was supposed to come out already, and it's kind of gone quiet. I was like, okay, it got pushed back, and then I didn't really hear nothing about it. It was The Woman in the Window, which is a new Amy Adams movie that I saw the trailer for in theaters like 1,000 times. Now it looks like Netflix is in final negotiations to acquire the film and make it a Netflix original. So good on them. It looks like a good little thriller, and this is where it should go, because there's just no point on keep pushing this movie back. So very cool on Netflix. Hopefully we'll have more news on that soon. Joey King is in talks to join Brad Pitt's new action film Bullet Train, so good addition there. HBO Max unveils its summer stand-up comedy specials that they're working on, so check that out to see what's coming. Paul W.S. Anderson says that his Monster Hunter movie is 100% finished. So good on him. I don't know why they pushed it back like a year then, because they should have just released it when they thought it was. Paul Thomas Anderson is in talks with Bradley Cooper for a new 1970s drama that they're putting together. Congratulations to Amazon Prime show Hunters. It has been officially renewed for a second season, so very cool there. That's a show that I need to get into and just haven't had a chance yet. Denis Villeneuve says that he's sprinting to finish Dune on time, so he's trying his ass off to make sure they don't miss any opportunity there. Netflix debuts its first photos for the ensemble film The Devil All the Time, so check those out. Pretty cool there. Going back to The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson also announced that his movie Red Notice, that he was in the middle of filming when the quarantine started, that they're set to resume production next month. So they're getting back to business safely and happily. So very, very cool there. We need to finish that movie up, man. I want that one. Very excited about Red Notice. Steve McQueen's Small Axe. We have the first look photos from that movie starring John Boyega. Patty Jenkins says she thinks after Wonder Woman 3 that she's probably out at that point. She says that'll probably be her last one. Shang-Chi, Marvel's new film, is set to start production up again here very, very soon. Good to hear that. Matthew Vaughn says that The Kingsman will include seeds setting up stuff that will happen in Kingsman 3. So I like that connectivity tissue very much. Lifetime announces its first Christmas movie with an LGBTQ lead romance. So very cool there. The CW released some new posters for all their superhero shows titled Real Heroes Wear Mask. And it's all posters of all the heroes wearing their mask because we got to keep it safe out there, guys. Chris Hemsworth is set to host Shark Beach, which is a new special for National Geographic's 2021 Shark Fest special. Danielle Brooks is set to play gospel legend Mahalia Jackson in a new Lifetime biopic. And yeah, once again, Sony revealed that Spider-Man is coming to Marvel's Avengers as a free post-launch playable character exclusively for the PlayStation console in early 2021. So I know we touched upon that earlier, but that's the official news on that. And on that note, my friends, that is our news of the week. So very painless there, very quick and to the point, and I thank you. I thank you for joining me on this 33-minute ride as we got caught up with all the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment news. So let's do some plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage. Make sure you like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir, all one word. Follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. Make sure you follow me on Stardust at Simply Don Mega, DONMEGA. Make sure you download, rate, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcast. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, don't you worry. We always got you covered on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play Podcast. We're all over the interwebs. You can also follow us on YouTube and Instagram. Just search Am I on the Air? And a big shout out to our great affiliate at RedDragonsRadio.com. RedDragonsRadio.com. It's a podcast website with all kinds of podcasts on it, and we are one of the lucky ones on there, always streaming on demand. So make sure you follow at Red Dragons Radio on Twitter to always be in the know. And that'll do it for me once again on this Monday, August the 3rd. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for just spending some time with me. I miss you guys, you know, it's a lonely world out there right now. But I hope everybody continues to stay safe, stay happy. Good luck with all the parents out there with school starting back up. Some people have started. Some people start this week, like my daughter. Some people start at the end of the month. I mean, we're all over the place across the United States. Some people are in school. Some people are at home. Whatever the case may be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!